Hi, my dear students. Today we are going to discuss the second part of the Northwestern Provincial Second Term Test 2019. We have discussed the first part and I have uploaded a video for that one. If you have not marked the first part, you can refer that video. I will upload it. I will mention it in the description box. You can mark the first part, then you add marks up to 40 marks. 40 marks. To get the total marks, you have to discuss the second part of the paper. Today we are going to discuss the second part. 60 marks will be given for the second part of the paper. Here there are 7 questions. You have to answer 5 questions including first question. That means first question is compulsory. Then you can select another 4 questions out of 6 questions. That is how you have to answer the paper. Then 16 marks will be given for the first question and 11 marks will be given for the for other each question. That is how the marks will be given for the second part. Then 40 for first part, 60 for second part. Then you can achieve 100 marks. Okay, today we are going to discuss this one, second part of the paper. Right. So let's move to the discussion of the paper. Okay, children, first question is like this. The following number card given for you as an activity. Answer the questions using the number card given below. Right, you can have the number card and you will be given a tree like this. Right, you have to answer by using the knowledge of types of numbers. Here you have to write even numbers, here composite numbers, odd numbers, prime numbers, triangle numbers, square numbers. But in the first question, first part of the first question, copy the number tree in your answer sheet and write 5 suitable numbers in each circle. You have to write only 5 numbers from each circle, not all, because there are so many numbers in the number card, but you have to select only 5 numbers for each circle and write down. That is how you have to answer it. Okay, let's see what are the even numbers in this number card. You can write, I will write here 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I wrote in order, but it is not a must. You can write any even number. In addition to those numbers I have written, you can write Putala. I will say what are the numbers that you can write here. If you have written 5 numbers out of the numbers which I tell you, the answer is correct. Okay. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 is there. In addition to that, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30 can be written. Okay. If you have written 5 numbers out of the numbers which I told you, you will be given 2 marks. Right? 2 marks for that part. Okay. Then composite numbers. Putala, what do you mean by composite numbers? Even numbers means, let's introduce those things to remember the lesson. Even numbers means if we divide a number by 2, then that number is divisible by 2 without a remainder, then they are even numbers. Then what do you mean by composite numbers? Composite numbers means the numbers which have more than 2 factors, more than 2 distinct factors, right? Those are the composite numbers. Then you can write Putala here. I will write in order, but it is not a must, okay? 4, no need to put comma also. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10. I have written those numbers, but you can write in addition to that. You can write 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 30. Out of the numbers which I have told you, you can write down. If you have written 5 numbers, any of them, you will be given 2 marks for that one, that part. Okay, now let's move to the odd numbers. What do you mean by odd numbers? Odd numbers means when a number is divided by 2 with the remainder 1, then they are called odd numbers. 1 is remaining after dividing by 2. Right. What are those odd numbers here? You can write. I will write in order, but you need not to write in order. 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 can be written. In addition to that, Kutala, you can write 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29. You can write 5 numbers out of the numbers which I have told. If you have written 5 of them, you will be given 2 marks for that part. Then the prime numbers. What do you mean by prime numbers? Prime numbers means the numbers which have only 2 distinct factors. Only 2 distinct factors. If there are more than 2 factors, we call them composite numbers. Right, here prime numbers means the numbers which have 2 distinct factors. Then what are the prime numbers here? 1 is not a prime number because it has only 1 factor. So you can write, Putala, 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 is also not a prime number because it has 3 factors, 1, 3 and 9. There are 3 factors, so it is not a prime number. 11. I wrote those 5 numbers, but there are more prime numbers. I will tell you. You can write any of them. 13, 17, 19, 23, 29. Okay? You can write any 5 numbers out of the numbers I have told you. Keep that in remember. 2 is the only even prime number. 2 is the only even prime number. Other prime numbers are odd numbers. Right. Triangular numbers. What do you mean by triangular numbers? Yes. In the first part also we have discussed about triangular numbers. Triangular numbers means the numbers that can be represented in a triangle by dots. Okay, what are the triangular numbers here? You can write 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. More than that, in addition to that, you can write 21 and 28. 21 and 28 also triangular numbers. You can write any numbers out of them. If you have written it, you will be given 2 marks. Then square numbers. Square numbers means square numbers also we have discussed in the first part. Right, now tell me again. Square numbers means the numbers that can be represented in a square by dots. Right, Putala, what are the square numbers that we can see here? We can have the square numbers by multiplying the number by the same number. Okay, then 1 into 1, 1. 2 into 2, 4. 3 into 3, 9. 4 into 4, 16. 5 into 5, 25. Then 6 into 6, 36. 36 is not there. Up to 30 is there. So you can write only these numbers. No any other square numbers here. Then if you have written this, 2 marks will be given for that part. That is the first part. First part of the paper. Then here 2, 2, 2. Here also you will be given 2 marks, Putala. Then you will be given 12 marks for this chart. The total is 12 marks. Right, okay. Let's move to the second part of the first question. Represent the largest triangular number in this card by a dotted pattern. Represent the largest triangular number. Right, let's see. What is the largest triangular number in this number card? We have written the triangular numbers, but the largest one is 28. 28 means 7th triangular number. Right, 7th triangular number. How to draw this pattern? 7th triangular number means you have to add up to 7. 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7. Then you will have 28. Then how can we represent it? 1 at the top, you have to represent one ball. Then to create a triangle, 2 dots should be there. To create the triangle, 3 here. One is adding to the below number. Another one is adding to here. 3 plus 1, 4. 3, 4. Then 4 plus 1, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 balls. 5 plus 1, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then 7th one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then count the number of dots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. So the number is 28. Then you have to represent the largest triangular number in this card by a dotted pattern. This one is enough. No need to write 28. Then you will be given 2 marks, children. 2 marks. Then the third part of the paper. What is the third part of the paper? Write down the smallest number, which is an even, composite and a triangular number. That number should be even, composite and triangular. All these three necessities should be completed, and it should be smallest. Then what is that? You can refer from the beginning. 1, 2, 3 like that. So I can see the smallest even, composite and triangular number is 6. It is even and also composite and triangular number. You can refer it by the beginning. From the beginning you can remove one by one like that, okay? Then 6 is the answer. So you will be given 2 marks for this question. Right. Then you will have 16 marks for this first question, 12 marks for the first part, 12 plus 2, 14 plus 2, 16. That is how the marks will be given for that question. You can add those marks and here you can write the mark. Then you can make easy to add the total marks. Question by question we add the marks, right? You can write the total mark for the first question here. Second question, again get the total. Third question, get the total. Then after that we have to add only the total marks for those big questions likewise. So now the second question. The following figures shows 2 nets to create solids. In the lesson solids, we have learned about those things. We have learned about 3 solids in that lesson. Here you have you have given only 2 nets. Write down the name of the solid. This is A and this is B. Write down the name of the solids that can be made using the above nets A and B respectively. Right, Putala, by using this net, what is the solid that you can have? Yes, it is a cuboid. You can have a cuboid by using this solid, this net, and here tetrahedron, regular tetrahedron. Cuboid and regular tetrahedron. You will be given 2 marks for that one. 1 mark for this one and 1 mark for this one. That is how you will be given mark for that part. Then write down the specific name of the shape of this face in solid B. Write down the specific name of the shape of the face in solid B. Yes, in solid B, what is the shape of a face? What is the shape of the face? Yes, it is a triangle. Triangle. Actually, it is an equilateral triangle, but no need to write equilateral triangle because it is not in your syllabus up to now. So you can write triangle. Second part. Triangle. 1 mark. 1 mark will be given for that. Now the third part, write down the number of vertices, edges and faces of the solid made by using the net A. Net A is a cuboid. You have to write number of vertices, edges and faces. Can you remember? Yes, I think you can remember the number of vertices here. Okay, I will show you an example for cuboid shape object. I will show that. Then you can remember the lesson and you can answer. Here this is a box, type of box of a bottle, syrup bottle. So this is a box. So Putala, here this is a cuboid shape object. Can you say me the number of vertices here? Yes. What are the number of vertices? What is the number of vertices here? Yes, you can see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 vertices. So you can write here vertices. Number of vertices is 8. Then edges. Edges, how many edges? 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Then edges 12. Faces 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Then you can clearly understand the number of vertices, edges and faces. Then you will be given 3 marks for that one. 1, 1, 1. 3 marks for that part. Right. Now the fourth question. This is third part. Then the fourth question. Express the name of another solid which you have made and mention 2 examples for that solid which can be seen in the environment. Okay, Butala. What is the other solid that you have learned in your lesson solids? It is the cube. Cube. Then 1 mark for this one. Then you have to write 2 examples for that solid which can be seen in the environment. What did you write? Yes, you can write die. Die. Die is example. And what what can you say about the cube shaped objects? Die. What else? Yes, Rubik cube. Rubik cube is also can be written. Rubik cube. And some boxes, toys boxes, some likewise you can write. You can write. I will write here Rubik cube. You can write another correct examples. Okay. Then you will be given 2 marks for that one. 1, 1, 2. Like that. You will be given 2 marks. Now the fifth part. Draw another different net to make the solid B. Yes. Solid B is this one. Then you have to draw another different net to make the solid. Then you can write like this. This triangle I take here. By using this solid, you can have the regular tetrahedron. Then you will be given 2 marks for that question. 2 marks for that question. Then you can add the total mark for the second question and get the total out of 11 marks. 11 marks you can take the total. Okay, now let's move to the third question. Fill in the blanks using the symbols greater than, less than or equal. Comparison of fractions. First one, A. 5 over 11 and 4 over 11. You can see here, Putala, denominators are same. If the denominators are same, you know the largest fraction is the fraction having the largest numerator. So here this one is the largest fraction because 5 is larger than 4. No? So 5 over 11 is greater than 4 over 11. Then the B 3 over 5 and 6 over 10. But here numerators are not same as well as denominators are not same. So you have to make the denominators equal. If not, we can't compare. So you can see here Pute 5 and 10. So 5 can be converted to 10 by multiplying it by 2. So both numerator and denominator should be multiplied. If we just assume, you can think by heart. So here you can multiply it by 2. Then 5 into 2, 10. 3 into 2, 6. 5 into 2, 10. 3 into 2, 6. Then you will have the fraction as 6 over 10. 6 over 10 means here 6 over 10 is there. So they are equal. They are equal. So they are equivalent fractions. Can you understand? Okay, then you will be given 2 marks for that one. 1 mark, 1 mark, 2 marks will be given. 1 mark, 1 mark. Okay, like that. Okay, write down the following fractions in ascending order. Ascending order means from smallest to the biggest. Okay, here it is easy because all the numerators are equal. 2, 2, 2, 2. All the numerators are equal. If the numerators are equal, what is the smallest fraction? What is the smallest fraction? Smallest fraction is the fraction having the largest denominator. Largest denominator. So what is the smallest fraction here? Largest denominator is this one. So this fraction is the smallest one. Smallest fraction is 2 over 10. So then this one 2 over 6. And this one 2 over 5. And this one 2 over 3. This is the largest fraction because here the smallest denominator is there. So it is the largest fraction. Then you will be given 2 marks for the answer. Then for the third part, you have to write down the 2 unit fractions. Unit fraction means fractions having the numerator 1 are called unit fractions. So you can write 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 1 over 4, 1 over 10, like that. You can write for each 2 marks will be given for 2 correct answers. But no need to write 4. I thought to show you, but you can write only 2 unit fractions. Then you will be given 2 marks for that one. Fourth part, you have to simplify. Addition of fractions and the subtraction is there. 3 over 4 and 1 over 12. Then here Putala, you can see the denominators are not equal. So you have to make them equal. How using the knowledge of equivalent fractions, you can convert this one into 4. Here 4 can be converted to 12. Then you will have equal denominators. Right. I will 3 over 4 I multiply by 2. I did not do any change for this one. I write as same as here. So 6 over 12 is there. Then 1 over 12. Then Putala, you can see the denominators are equal. Then if the denominators are equal, you can write the same denominator and the numerators, only the numerators are added. So 7. Then this is the answer. You will be given 2 marks for that one. 1 mark for the answer, and to make it equal for this part or this part, you will be given 1 mark. That is how you will be given marks for that one. In part B, Putala, it is easy because the denominators are equal, 7, 7. So no need to make them equal. So you can write the answer as 5 over 7. Then 1 mark for that one. Then part C, subtraction is there. Here also denominators are not equal, so you have to make them equal. 5 and 15. 5 can be converted to 15 by multiplying it by 3. 5 into 3. I will multiply here also. 3, 3. Then it becomes 11 over 15 and 9 over 15. Then what will be the answer? 15 is the denominator and the You have to subtract the numerators. 11 minus 9 means 4. Sorry, 2. 2. Then this is the answer. You will be given 2 marks for that question also. 1 mark for here, and to make them equal for this one or this one, you will be given 1 mark. That is how you will be given 2 marks. Then you can add the marks for the third question, and you can add the marks out of 11. Now, the fourth question. Consider the shaded part in the figure. Consider the shaded part in the figure. Then write it as a fraction. Write it as a fraction. Here, how many parts are there, Putta? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 equal parts. So 4 has been colored. So the fraction is 4 out of 10. Then you will be given 1 mark for that part. Then write it as a decimal. You know how to write the decimal. It is easy to convert to a decimal because 10 is there. So here, what is the answer? 0.4. Because we know 1 over 10 equal to 0.1. So 4 over 10 is equal to 0.4. 0.4. 1 mark for that answer. Write down in words the about to answer. You have to write it in words. How to write this one? 0.4. Then you will have 1 mark. Then fourth question, simplify. Fourth question, simplify. Part A, 25.73 subtract 13.67. You can subtract the decimal as normal way. Here, Putala, you can't this is the first decimal place, this is the second decimal place, this is the decimal point, this is ones place digit and the tens place digit. You have to consider about the place value also. The decimal point should be one under the other, and in the answer also it should be there. In a one line, they should be situated. Right. Then we start the subtraction from the end, from the second decimal number here. So we can't subtract 7 by 3. So we have to take 1 from here. Then it becomes 13. 13 minus 7, 6. Then here remainder is 6. 6 minus 6, 0. Point mark is there. Then 5 subtract 3, 2. 2 subtract 1, 1. 12.06. Then 2 marks for that answer. 2 marks for that answer, Putala. Now the B part. B part. For the B part, 5.32 plus 2.7. 5.32 plus 2.7. Then if you can't add like this, you can write one under the other. If you can add in this way, you can add like that. Okay. Let's see how to add. I will add by putting the numbers like this, like same as the given here. So Putala, here the ones place. This is the first decimal number, second decimal number. Here second decimal number, there is no number, so you have to assume that it is 0. So 2 plus 0, 0. Sorry, 2. Then 3 plus 7. 3 plus 7, 10. But we write only 0. 1 is remaining and goes to the other side. 5 plus 2, 7. 7 plus that 1, 8. If you can't add like that, you can write one under the other and you can add. Then you will have 2 marks for that question. 2 marks for that question. Now look at the fifth part. Father distributed 1 over 3, 1 over 4 and 1 over 12 of his money among his 3 children. Part A, write down the total amount given to the children as a fraction. You have to get the total. You have to add these 3 fractions. Putala, here 3, 4 and 12. Denominators are not equal. But we can't add like that. We have to make them equal by using the knowledge of equivalent fractions. So we have to get the LCM of 3, 4 and 12. What is the LCM of 3, 4, 12? LCM means the smallest number. All those 3 numbers can be divided. So what is that? Yes, you can see 3, 4, 12. So 3 also can be converted to 12. 4 also can be converted to 12. So 12 is the LCM. So let's convert them. By multiplying it by 4, you can have 12. This one, 1 into 4, multiplied by 3. And I didn't do any change for this fraction. Then you will have put a 4 over 12, 3 over 12 plus 1 over 12. Then you can see the denominators are equal. So what is the answer? 4 plus 3, 7 plus 1, 8. 8. This is the answer. Write down the total amount given to the children as a fraction. Then you will be given 2 marks for here. 2 marks, 1 mark for the final answer and 1 mark for this step or this step. To make them equal, 1 mark will be given, and for the final answer you will be given 2 marks. That is how you will be given marks. Then the part B put there. Write what fraction is remainder to father. Yes, he has delivered 8 over 12 among his children. Then what is the remainder of father? If we consider 12 over 12, 12 over 12 as the whole land, 8 over 12 has delivered among his children. Then what is the remainder, Putte? Right, it is 4 over 12, ne? 4 over 12. Then if we consider 12 over 12 as the whole land, 8 over 12 has delivered to children. Then remainder is 4 over 12. 4 over 12 is the answer. Then 2 marks for the answer. 2 marks for the answer. No need to show the subtraction, but you will be given 2 marks for that answer. Then you can add the total mark for the 4th question and get the total out of 11. Now let's move to the 5th question. Part A, draw a rectangle and mark its width as 8 cm. Part A, part 1, draw a rectangle. You can draw like this. Draw a rectangle and mark its width as 8 cm. Width means 8 cm. You can write it here or here. Rectangle and draw, mark its width. So you will be given 2 marks. To drawing 1 mark. To mark this width, 1 mark. 2 marks will be given for that part. If its length is twice of the width, find the length. The length is twice of its width. Then what is the twice of 8? 8 into 2, it is 16 cm. 16 cm. 1 mark for here. And mark the length on the figure. Mark the length on the figure means you have to mark it as 16 here, here or here. This side. So 1 mark for here. 1 mark. To mark the length on the figure will be given. Find the perimeter of that rectangle. Right, let's find the perimeter of that rectangle. What do you mean by perimeter? Perimeter means length around the figure. Length around the figure is called perimeter. So you have to add all the lengths around the figure to find the perimeter. Okay, let's see. So, you can add 8 plus 16 plus again here 8 plus 16. Then what is the answer? 48. 48 centimeters. Or you can add 8 plus, this is another method. You can add 16 plus 8. It is 24. Then you can multiply it by 2 because there are two such sides. No? So you can add these two and you can multiply that answer by 2. Then again you will have the answer as 48. So Putala, you will be given 3 marks for that part. 2 marks for the answer and 1 mark for the working part. That is how you will be given marks for the third part of the paper. Right, okay. Now the part B, write down the name of the plane figures denoted by A and B. Right, Putala, here what is the figure? This is a trapezium. 1, A. A is a trapezium because the gap between one pair of opposite side is equal. Okay, that is why. Okay, now the B is a square. You know it is a square because all sides are equal, all angles are equal. So it is a square. Then you will be given 1 mark, 1 mark. Then mention a specific feature in plane figure A. Mention a specific feature in plane figure A. Here, what is the specific feature of this one? The gap between one pair of opposite side is equal. The gap between one pair of opposite side is constant. Right? The gap between one pair of opposite side is constant. That is the feature of the trapezium. You will be given 1 mark for that one, Pute. For the next one, mention a specific feature in the plane figure B. Plane figure Phi. What are the features of here? The gap between pair of opposite sides are equal, constant. And all sides are equal. You can write. And all angles are equal. You can write any one of those 3. There are 3 features. What are they? All sides are equal. All angles are equal. Gap between pairs of opposite side are constant. Those are the 3 features. You can write one of them. Then you will be given 1 mark for that part also. Then you can add the marks and get the total out of 11. Question number 6. Write here, answer the following questions by using the given number cards. You are given number cards. Here you have to write, first part, write down multiples of 3. First part you have to write 2 multiples of 3. What are the multiples of 3 here? 18, 45 and 15. You need not to write 3. You have to write only 2. Out of the given answers, you can write only 2 answers. Then you will be given 2 marks for that part. Then write down all the multiples of 5 and select the largest one. All the multiples of 5. What are the multiples of 5? 20, 10, 45, 15 and 70. Those are the multiples of 5. So you will be given 2 marks for that one, and you have to select the largest one. What is the largest one? Largest one is 70. 70. Okay. So 1 mark for here. Then the third part, write down 3 numbers which are the multiples of both 5 and 10. Write down 3 multiples which are the multiples of both 5 and 10. Both 5 and 10. There should be multiples of both 5 and 10. What are they? So that means all those numbers should be divided by 5 and 10 without a remainder. So at the end of the number, 0 should be there, no? 0 should be there. Then what are they? 20, 10 and 70. Here 0 is there in every number. Then all those numbers are divided by both 5 and 10. Both 5 and 10. So 3 marks. 3 marks for 1 mark for each one. Okay. Then the fourth one, write all the factors of 12. Write all the factors of 12. What are the factors of 12 here? What are the factors? Here in that question there is a printing mistake. Okay. Here there are no any factor of 12. So it should be write all the factors of 15, not 12. It should be 15. Okay. So you can correct that one in the paper. Write all the factors of 15. Okay. Then you write the factors. Write factors of 15. So it should be 15 and 45. Then you will have 3 marks for that question. You make it like 15 as 15 and you write the answer and correct it. Don't put incorrect, right? Because it is a printing mistake, no? So then you can add all the marks out of 11. Question number 7. Here you are given some items: square, cube, cuboid, triangle, parallelogram, rhombus, quadrilateral, tetrahedron, rectangle, trapezium and cylinder. Okay, Putte, you have to separate the above items into 2 groups according to a common characteristic and write down suitable names of each group. Yes, Putala, by seeing these items, you can see here there are solids and as well as plane figures also there. Plane figures, especially here, plane figures are there. So you can write separately there. Okay, I will write the solids and the plane figures here. Square. Square is a rectilinear plane figure. Then cube is a solid. Next one, cuboid is also a solid. Triangle is a rectilinear plane figure. And parallelogram is also a parallelogram. Rhombus is also a rectilinear plane figure. Quadrilateral. And tetrahedron is a solid. Rectangle, trapezium, and cylinder. So Putala, likewise you have to separate the items. Right. You have to separate the items like this. Then you have to name them. Write down suitable names for each group. What are those items, Putte? They are rectilinear plane figures. These are solids. These are solids. That is how you have to separate the items. Then you will be given 2 marks for this section, 2 marks for this section, and 1 mark for this name, and 1 mark for this name. That is how you have to take the marks. Then part B, the following figure shows the volume of water filling the vessels A, B and C. I have not drawn the vessels. You can see in the paper A, B, C. Write down the volume of water in milliliters in vessel A. Vessel A, right. First part, vessel A means this one. 3.5 means, you know Putala, 1 liter equals to 1000 milliliters. Here 3 means 3000. You have to multiply this 3.5 by 1000 to convert liters to milliliters. Then 3 means 3000. 0.5. 0.5 means 500. 500. Then what is the total? 3500 milliliters. Then you will be given 1 mark for that one, Putala. Then second question, find the total volume of water in vessel A and C. Vessel A and C. Vessel A and C. Here 3500 plus 500. So the answer is 4000 milliliters. Total volume of in vessels A and C. You can write it as 4 liters. So 1 mark for this one also. 1 mark for this answer or this answer. Both are correct. You can write it like that. So what is the difference between the volumes of water in A and B? A and B. What is the difference, Putala? Right. You have to subtract 3500. Subtract 950. A and B. So you have to subtract it and get the answer as 0, here 5, here 5, here 2 is remaining. Then this is the answer. What is the difference between volumes? Then, sorry, you can write it like this. 2550 milliliters is the answer. So you will be given 3 marks for that answer. 3 marks for that answer. To subtract, and 2 marks for the answer and 1 mark to show the subtraction part. That is how you will be given marks. Right. Right, Pute. Then you can add the total mark for the 7th question and get the total out of 11. Okay, Pute, now the discussion is over. Then you can add your mark. I have discussed 7 questions, all questions, but you have to answer only 5 questions, including the first question. And also you have to add marks of first question and another 4 questions, not all questions. Right? Can you understand what I mean? You have to add the marks of first question and another 4 questions only. The total is 5 questions. Then you can add the marks and get the mark out of 60 for the second part. Then the first part I have discussed in another video. You can refer it and then get the total of both parts and get the total out of 100. You can get the total out of 100. Okay, Pute. Now the discussion is over. I think you all have received more marks, a good mark. So I wish you all the best to get good marks. And if you are happy, you can leave a comment and you can subscribe my channel. Then because I will upload another more revision papers hereafter also. So Putala, thanks for watching this video. Thank you.